No, eye contact. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Look into the person's eyes when you talk. Okay? You're allowed to blink. Yes. Clear? Focus. Listen. Don't just, yeah, I know what you're saying, and you have no idea what the person is saying. Okay? It's the interviewer, not the girlfriend or the boyfriend. Remember? Or for that matter, accounts teacher. Or in school, maths teacher. History. No, it's not that. Listen to the conversation, okay? Listen carefully. Okay, your posture, don't be, too aggressive with it? Or too lazy or too laid back. Right? Okay. So if you focus, you would obviously... Girls, concentration. In the back. Right? Clear speech. Clear speech. So that Tushar Kapoor from Golmaal would never clear any interview. For the obvious reasons. Okay? So clear speech. Prepare to follow up. Guys, ask them or just understand how this would go further. Okay? You can ask questions to that. And ask for feedback. Always do that. That's your right. Ask for feedback. How did it do? Don't do that. Don't beg. Was I okay? No. Ask for feedback. Okay? Get business card. Don't jump into their wallets and grab it. Ask for a business card. Okay? So that you can call them back or for anything else. Yeah. Okay? Clear, guys? So some tips. Be confident. Even if you're not and you show it, you would be confident. That's the only thing where even if you pretend to be confident, you would be confident. Okay? So be confident. Okay, be polite. Be courteous. Be polite. Thank you, please. Sorry if you step on someone. Right? Sorry if you actually punched someone, thinking it was someone else. Okay? Use these magic words. Please. Be positive. And I am not mimicking Anil Kapoor. Guys, be positive. Okay? It's not a big deal if you don't clear it. It's not a big deal if you don't clear the another one. Another one doesn't matter. You know, there is someone and some job for you. Okay? If you don't clear it in 10 tries, guys, that is a problem. Okay? So be confident, be polite, be positive. Any questions so far? From last 5 rows? No? Front? Yeah.
How do we finish the interview? Like, should we say that, yeah, thanks for your time, thanks for your interview, to the interviewer?
There are a lot of...
Before exit.
Yeah, there are a lot of phrases that you can use. Exit. It was nice meeting you. Thanks for your time. Hope to see you again. Depends on the interview and stuff. Right? But always greet them when you leave. I mean, you know how it is.
Sir, in this competitive era,
Sorry?
during these days, it happens that there are some kind of jobs which require extra input. I mean to say there are some kind of special project division or something like that which requires something extra to be put on. So sometimes it happens that you have to choose in between your job and in between your family. And the one question that arises is from the interviewer side is which would you prefer, your job or your family? You know that you would be requiring 10, 12, 13, 14 hours instead of 8 hours job. And at your workplace, at your home, I mean to say, there would be something at stake. What should be the perfect answer for this?
Okay, first, this is definitely not the question that anyone would ask. Who would you prefer, a job or your
Sir,
family?
it is a question
But
that
but-
has been asked in the interview to me from TCS side.
I'm
I mean
so
to say.
sorry.
This
It
is a
happened.
question. This is a question, and that was special project.
My heart
division.
goes to you. Okay, if it happens, get a coin out of your pocket and show them. See, two faces. I need both for this to work. If I have heads on both the sides, it's of no use. So I need both to work for me to actually buy a chewing gum. All right, but I don't know, success or money, love or money, these are common things they put in. This we need to research on. Job or family. Yeah, we'll do that. Remember, research.
How should we ask for our feedback? Like, what should be the manner of asking for our feedback?
Okay, see, once you leave, okay, they would not give you the result right then and there. Okay, so whenever they come back with the result, okay, is when you ask for the feedback. So if they say, fine, you're selected, believe me, you would not be interested in the feedback. How much are you paying me is the next question, right? But if they say that you couldn't make through, you were not shortlisted or something, politely ask them, so can I have the feedback? What was the reason? So I can improve. Show them that you want to improve on where you missed. Okay? Anything else, guys?
Well, why do you always ask about our family background? Why?
Not always, but yes, they ask.
So many times they ask.
Some would ask just to check if you would fit into the culture. Okay? Some would ask just to check if you can speak about the things you know or not. Okay? Because the question following that would be some abstract thing. Talk about color, black, and beetle. Right? So there could be any of these two reasons. Anything else? Yeah. No, none of these ever talked about going over. Right? Positive attitude means you are thinking about something good. Means you feel or you think that something good would come out of it. Right? And yes, I agree, there is a very thin line between confidence and overconfidence. Right? But if you're confident, then you know that I know my stuff. That is confidence. That is confidence for you. Right? But if you think I know my stuff and all these have no idea what they're talking about, is overconfidence. So someone who's positive would not think about someone else's negatives. That person would just think, I know it's a good day maybe, you know. I have a good feeling. I know this would come out well. Has the positive attitude. And these clubbed together, a confident person, never, you know, an overconfident person or something. Alright guys, so thank you. Help him, join him.
Well, thank you, Mandeep, for the wonderful lecture. One final thought before we end this lecture. So we were talking about going to an interview and basically having a motivation for a job, which is money or for some people, job satisfaction. I know a lot of people who work for lesser money than they would probably get paid, but they're working in that specific job because of the fact that they like it. An ideal situation would be that when you pick up a job which has a balance of both job satisfaction and money, and I guess you guys should put in a lot of thought into choosing the right kind of industry and the right kind of profile that you would want to work at, you know. So if you're a marketing graduate, it is not a necessity that you will actually be enjoying working in a branding firm. Probably you could just be, very good at, say, I don't know, as a employee relationship manager kind of a profile, in HR. Anyway, three pillars that you should look for when you talk about taking up a job offer. One, which is Mandeep has already told you, money. And the other thing is you should look at whether the brand, the job designation that you're getting, the profile that you're getting, and the money are all matching with each other. If out of these three parameters one of them is missing, you can still go ahead and think about that job. The problem happens when only one parameter is met, or none of it. If none of it is met, then I guess you should not be looking at that profile. But at least 2 out of 3 should be met. An ideal scenario would be when all 3 are in sync. So this was a short 1 hour long session, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Interviewing skills is not the only skill that a person or a professional who wants to make his career in this corporate world needs. There are very many other skills, for example, communication skills. And when I say communication skills, I do not just mean somebody who can just get away with normal conversational, what they call English these days. It is about presenting your thoughts properly, in a succinct manner, with the right kind of, even in some cases, pronunciation. And I'm not talking about your typical BPO interviews, but I'm also talking about the fact that if you go for an interview in an FMCG company, if you are into sales, okay, your communication skills typically would include how you can speak with a layman, a sales chap, or a vendor on the streets. Because you're selling Pepsi, and you might have to go to, a shopkeeper in the middle of nowhere, Are you aware of this fact or not? Or do you think that when you go out of your MBA, you will only be working in air-conditioned offices and you will have fancy secretaries getting you coffee? I don't think that's a fact. Remember this thing, that your first job is going to be your most challenging job. After that, everything gets easier. Okay? So one is communication skills. The other could be, your interpersonal skills, conflict management. If you are bad with time, you could probably look at time management. As a company, we have these courses, okay. Of course, there is a certain amount of, fee attached to it. But what we generally do is that for our basic revenue comes from corporates, because that's something, there are people who really want specialized solutions and they pay the price for it. For campuses, we have had developed these special programs which are rather much more cost effective, especially because of the fact that you are students. Your parents have invested a lot of money into your education. They've invested a lot of effort into your education. And so not everybody is, comes to college on I don't know, what is a fancy car here in Delhi these days? A Merc C-Class or something? Or, I don't know, a Tavera. Tavera is like a cab vehicle, sorry. I don't know, just pick your stuff, yeah? So, what I'm trying to say here is that all of you have put in a lot of effort, and your parents have put in a lot of money. We understand that, so we are trying to build a program especially for students if you are interested, of course, you have the brochures, you have the pamphlets. Inquire more about it from us after the session. If not, and if you feel that one of your colleagues or one of your friends, relatives, sisters, neighbors need these specific programs, help them out. Understand this thing, okay, that when you come for a program and a training program like, for example, communication skills and this and that, look, there is no person, no company who can give you a capsule. It requires effort, and I'm talking about the specific company, because otherwise, if they say that, please guys, you guys are at a very vulnerable age and you guys want to believe everything, and I'm sure that need shortcuts for everything. Please, there is no such thing as life without effort. If I say that I will give you a program for communication skills, I also expect that when you come for the program, you are ready to put in your 100% and more. Because I will get a trainer who I will ensure that is putting her or his 100% and more. There is no second doubt about it. If you come at all, then ensure that you are ready about it. Otherwise, there are very many. So that's one thing. The other thing being, I really wish you a lot of good luck, a lot of satisfaction with your future life. I'm extremely excited to speak with you today, and I think all my colleagues also are extremely happy to see such a, I must say, such a bright lot. I was amazed at some of the funny answers that you guys gave. I think a sense of humor is the first sign of intelligent human beings, because unless you're not intelligent, you really cannot have a sense of humor about life. I hope that you guys do very well in your course, and figure out now. This is your time to think about what you want to do, where you want to go. Do not give into peer pressure and say that because everybody wants to work for a banking organization, I also want to do that. Pick your passion. Trust me, you'll go a long way. I am a living example of that. That's all. Well, thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day.